Do you know what happened to these Bluey characters who disappeared? Grandpa Bob, Bandit's father, is one of the biggest mysteries that have ever surrounded the Bluey universe. He appeared right at the beginning of the series, but then disappeared for so long that many fans started creating very sad theories about what might have happened to him. For several seasons, the only one we saw was Grandma Chris, and Bob seemed to have simply evaporated from the story. But the big surprise came at the end of the third season, when he finally returned, and we discovered that he was in India. The most curious thing of all is the reason for this trip. Grandma Chris explained that he needed to find himself. This opened space for a lot of imagination. Was Bob going through an identity crisis? Or did he just want to fulfill an old dream of traveling the world alone? Some fans even thought that he could be hiding a health problem. But the fact that he returned happy and renewed for Uncle Rad's wedding with Frisky shows that he just needed some time for himself. This is just the first of the missing characters that we are going to see here today. Get your detective skills ready because another zigzag is starting. Jean-Luc is, without a doubt, one of the most beloved characters that has ever passed through Bluey's life. Even though he appeared in only one episode, he is a Canadian Labrador that Bluey met during the family's camping vacation. What makes their relationship so special is that they did not speak the same language. Jean-Luc speaks French, and Bluey speaks English. Even so, this did not prevent them from becoming best friends right away. They played at hunting wild boars, built shelters, and planted a tree together. Jean-Luc disappeared because he lives in another country, but the mark he left on Bluey was eternal. So much so that in the episode Bingo, we see a drawing on the wall that shows Bluey next to her Canadian friend, which proves that she never forgot him. The most emotional moment of the series is the time jump that shows the two of them already as teenagers meeting again under the tree they planted when they were children. The official website of the series revealed an incredible detail. Jean-Luc learned to speak English specifically to be able to talk to Bluey in the future.
Hello, Bluey.
The story of Bluey and Jean-Luc is a possible love story that seems to have begun, but there is a love story in Bluey that ended even before we could get to know more about it. Bosow is a character that we technically never saw, but who had an important role in the past of a character we love, Frisky. He is mentioned by Bluey in the episode in which Frisky meets Uncle Radley. From what Bluey says, Bosow was Frisky's serious boyfriend, and the relationship was so close that he was already part of the Healer family's daily life. Bluey asks about him naturally, which indicates that he used to visit the house and was known by the children. Bosow's disappearance happened because of the breakup of the relationship, but there are clues that he may have moved away from Brisbane. When Uncle Rad suggests that Frisky move with him to the north, she becomes very angry and defensive. Some fans theorize that Bosow may have tried to do the same thing, or that the reason for the breakup was precisely that he wanted to leave the city. This would explain why Frisky was so afraid of getting involved with someone who traveled a lot for work, like Uncle Radley. Who knows? Maybe one day he will appear in a flashback, or even in an unexpected meeting at the mall, just to close this cycle once and for all in the story. What do you think happened for Frisky to have ended things with Bosow? Type #Frisky and comment. Mia and Captain are two characters who won over the audience in the episode Boats and Barking. They are older dogs, pre-teens, who are responsible for taking care of Bluey and Mackenzie during a school field trip. The dynamic between them is interesting because it shows that transition phase in which children begin to have new feelings and a bit of embarrassment about showing affection. Captain clearly likes Mia, and Mia also seems to like him a lot, but they stay in that normal shyness of their age. They were never again the focus of an episode, although they appear in the background in some other moments, such as in cricket games or at city fairs. What fans most want to know is whether Captain finally worked up the courage to confess what he feels for Mia. For some fans, they represent the future of Bluey and Mackenzie, showing how today's games can turn into deeper relationships tomorrow. Seeing Mia going to high school and Captain trying to keep in touch would be an incredible story for a special episode. The next character is another one who has material to tell very interesting stories. Pom Pom's father is a character who has not yet had his moment to shine on television, but who already officially exists in the Bluey universe. He appeared for the first time in the book Bluey, Where is the Easter Egg?, which was illustrated by animators from the series' own team. Pom Pom is that little Pomeranian dog who is very tiny, but very brave. In the episode in which she appears, we learn that Pomeranians are a small but hardy breed. Her father likely taught her this lesson of self-confidence. Although he has not yet appeared in the animated episodes, his design in the book suggests that he is a larger and equally cute version of Pom Pom. Seeing the interaction between them would be fantastic, because we could better understand the dynamic of this family that, despite the reduced size, has a giant personality. In the next topic, we will see another father who taught valuable lessons to his children. Rusty's father is an army soldier, and his absence is explained by his professional duty. Everything Rusty knows about discipline, courage, and companionship came from his father's teachings. In the episode Army, we see how Rusty deals with missing him through play, simulating patrols and missions. The first time he appears is in this episode, but we only see him from behind. Later, we get to know him better when he writes a moving letter in the cricket episode and appears facing forward. The creator of the series, Joe Brum, revealed that originally Rusty would be the protagonist of the cartoon, which would make his father one of the central characters of the animation. Although the focus shifted to the Healer family, the importance of Rusty's father remains untouched. His return at the end of the cricket episode is one of the most emotional moments of the entire series. The fact that we do not even know his name only increases his image as an anonymous hero. Do you know what moment is going to be very emotional for us? When you subscribe to our channel, just click the subscribe button. Winton's mother is one of the most talked about characters in fan theories, precisely because she never appeared physically, but her existence is suggested at several moments. We know that Cornelius, Winton's father, is separated, and, in the episode Helicopter, Winton says that he needs to go to Dad's house. This suggests that he spends the rest of the time with his mother. At the end of the third season, we see a big change. Cornelius starts dating the terrier's mother, and Winton goes to live with them. This makes many people wonder, where is Winton's mother, and what does she think about this change? She certainly lives in Brisbane, but for some reason prefers to keep her privacy away from the series' cameras. Her disappearance creates an interesting mystery about the lives of the secondary characters outside of school. The fact that Winton is such a sweet and energetic little dog suggests that he receives a lot of love from both sides. Meeting her would be an incredible opportunity for the series to address themes such as blended families and how children deal with having two homes. This sweet way of Winton made him have difficulty facing the next character when he treated him badly. Hercules is that little Saint Bernard dog that we met in the episode Circus. He is much bigger than the other puppies because Saint Bernards are really big. But at first, he did not know how to use that size and that strength for good. He acted in a somewhat bossy and even rude way toward Winton, forcing him to do things that he did not want to do. It was Bingo who had the courage to stand up to him and explain that being a good friend means playing together and not bossing others around. After this lesson, Hercules completely changed his attitude and used his strength to help with the play, lifting Mackenzie into the air and making everyone laugh. The mystery is why he never appeared again. Because he is quite big, some fans think that he might be a little older and therefore studies at another school or in another classroom that we never see. Will these characters appear in the next season?